Hey, welcome back to another episode of Inside the Leather. I'm your host, Ronnie from New Jersey. And as always, we are presented by Golficity. Okay? So check it out. Listen, folks, if you laugh one time, like the episode. If you laugh twice, share it. If you laugh 3 times, subscribe. Or vice versa. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Just help us out. Just get us out there. The more we grow, the more content that's going to come out, and we're going to get fired up. So check it out. On today's episode, we're going to give a little Corona update as to what we're all doing and how things are going. We're going to talk about golf course closures. We got a little special thing to talk about there. We're going to go into simulators and launch monitors. We're going to go into major championship schedule and a few cool things that are coming down the pike for Inside the Leather. So, without further ado, let's just go. Let's just get into it, and we're going to open up with one of our sponsors. O'Brien Creative. You know them. You love them. We love them. They're phenomenal. So they do a lot of our videos. They've been with us from the beginning. They created our logo, as you definitely know if you've been listening to the show. But here we go. How your business is perceived in the public eye can make all the difference between getting by and truly thriving. At OCG, we can guarantee that trusting us with your brand's identity will garner the attention of potential clients and competitors alike. From logo design to social media management, together we can reach new heights. Visit our website to learn more about who we are, and how we can help at O'BrienCreativeGroup.com. Check them out. They're our guys. All right, let's jump into it. So, Corona. Things are going on. We're all stuck at home. If any of you caught my episode last week, we tried a little something new. I was on daddy duty. I had my son. My wife was busy with work and managing our 8-month-old daughter at the time. So, I needed to have my son on as a co-host. I thought it was going to be a great idea. And it's a tough episode. It's a tough episode. But one thing came of it. I don't know if you've seen our friends over at Golficity slap together a little fail video of my son and I, and the how tough it was to film a full-blown podcast with a 3.5-year-old sitting right next to you. And it's gotten a lot of love on Instagram, a lot of love on Facebook, YouTube, everywhere. Everybody's watching it, sharing it. It's a great video. I would personally like to get on Ellen with the video, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But it was fun making the video with my son and all, but we're back to reality. We're back. We're in the basement. We're in the man cave. As you can see, I got jet stuff all over the place. I got my golf clubs over there. They're getting dust. It's like they're in the attic for a couple of years, it feels like. I haven't played golf in so long. And I know everybody's out there. You're all itching to get out. I heard a rumor today. Jeremy, I heard a rumor today.
Go ahead.
I heard a rumor that one of the friends of the program, Philly Bucket, Landolfi, apparently he got out on the course today.
I saw that too, and
he didn't tell anybody.
That's what I was saying.
I didn't get an invitation. It's Saturday. I would have been able to. Saturday. Well, the day that we film, it's Saturday, so I would have been able to get out today, and I had no phone call. Yeah. You don't want to call producer Jeremy, right? You don't want to call Ronnie from New Jersey. You don't want to get some content on the course. He just goes out on his. Was he with somebody? Because I know you saw it. You saw it on Instagram. He's posting away.
I don't know if he was with somebody or not, but he was definitely on a course. He was showing that he was on a course, and
I gotta call him. And bust him a little bit. Maybe we call him on the show. Maybe that might be funny.
Give it a shot. Why not?
Yeah, you want to give it a shot?
Go ahead.
You think he's still out there? What time is it? No, it's late enough. He's probably home.
Call
him. Let me call him real fast. Let's see what he's got to say for himself. If he even answers. He's not even there. Wow. He posts a video, gets a phone call a few minutes later. That just shows you the temperature of the golf community during this whole thing. And listen, again, I said it on the last episode. I am 100% behind the social distancing, the staying at home, only go out if absolutely necessary. Heart goes out to all the frontline type of people, the doctors, the funeral directors. I mean, literally everybody that has to deal with if you saw episode 1, I'm a former funeral director, so I understand the risk that they're putting themselves at as well. But there's certain people that have to be out and have to be working in order to keep everything in order. And police officers, all you guys, firefighters, EMS guys, I appreciate what you guys are doing, but everybody else, stay home. But with that being said, there's another avenue, another angle on this whole situation. On my Instagram, I reposted I might have been a story, but it was such a good idea that I want to go ahead and I want to make a regular post of it. So Jeremy, do me a favor, make a note of that. Okay. There was a picture of a golf course, and it said social distancing with a cart going down the center of the fairway. Now, and then it had some other picture. It was like the parking lot of a Walmart, where people are, going nuts. And look, people need food. I get it. But a lot of companies are doing the drive-by pickups, delivery stuff. I know my wife's on the app like she's buying stocks, trying to get a delivery for food. Right. We got in-laws and my parents. We got a lot of people kind of like everybody's kind of hammering at it and just getting whatever they can get because, you don't know when things are going to run out. But, for the most part, we've all been okay.
Good.
Which is good. Thank you for that. But there are certain things that, come on. Golf basically is the equalizer when it comes to social distancing. It is the creme. I mentioned it last week that it was number 3 as far as the safest places to practice social distancing out of everything that you could possibly, every activity you could do. It was number 3. Okay. One might have been like I don't know, like power sailing or something by yourself. But whatever. But you're on a golf course. You're by yourself. You could be by yourself. Why can't I just walk on with my cart and go play? I'm not touching flags. They got the pins pulled up. There's no reason why I can't. So you have states that are saying that you got to close. Now I understand that there's no Here's my idea. Okay, this is what I came up with, Jeremy. Tell me if you like this.
Go ahead.
We've already started with no money transactions, no changing hands of money. Okay, there's a million apps out there, which are Golf Now. Those types of apps where you could get a tee time and pay all on the app. Okay, great. All you need really at the golf course is one starter who's just standing there. What's your name? Ronnie from New Jersey. Got your 10-20. Have a good time. That's it. And I walk around the course and I play my game. And if I'm playing with a group, okay, good. We're social distance. One person at the tee box at a time, and we don't go around It's a very simple thing to do, okay? The golf courses will generate the money that they need to stay open. And here's the other thing that I want to do. Give me 18 tee times in the morning and 18 tee times at night. So there's no lines. There's nobody waiting to tee off. There's nothing. Everybody, you got a 10 o'clock tee time. You play from 10 to 2. Everybody start at a different hole. You sell 18 foursomes, whatever, okay? And then, boom, you're done at 2 o'clock. The 3 o'clock group comes in. Everybody goes to the hole that they're supposed to be. And boom, you shotgun start it just like a tournament would be or an outing of some sort. It can be done. It should be done. It'll give people a way to kind of get out of the house, get some fresh air, enjoy themselves. Everybody's cooped up. I just think it's something that needs to be seriously considered. Okay? Now, I understand it. You have the maintenance staffs, the greenskeepers and stuff like that. But they're outside too. You're on a mower, you're by yourself. Right. They could set it up and take precautions accordingly. So there's certain things that I think, they need to reconsider, with this. And I think a lot of people are doing the right thing. And again, I haven't left the house it's been like 4 weeks now. And
so let me shoot something at you real quick. So we had a very mild winter. We got away with a nice winter. It was a lot of time. We got a couple rounds in that you wouldn't normally get.
Right.
And I work at a golf course, or recently worked at a golf course, and one thing to super assess is that the golf course needs that time to recoup almost. They want to spray fertilizer and they need time for that fertilizer to come up and do its job. Now, what do you think of the course closing for a month and a half? Maybe a course should be in top-notch shape by the time we get back out there. What do you think?
When we get back, it should be every public course should be like Augusta.
Right.
I mean, for real. Like, there's been nobody on it. It's been raining. It's again, I don't know. Are they just completely closed and nobody's there at all? Like, is nobody, because, they could get a little out of control. You got weeds all over the place. I mean, the grass could be 6 feet high. I mean, who knows? Because they do put a lot of fertilizer down getting these courses ready. So who knows what they look like? But, it's just something needs to get done. I mean, golf is a perfect example of a leisure activity. Get out of the house for a couple hours, bring your family, walk. I go for walks every day in my neighborhood. I'm walking my daughter in the carriage. We're walking around the neighborhood. People are on the trail that goes through my house, the old railroad trail that goes through a couple towns where I live. And I'm seeing people riding bikes. I'm seeing people walking. Everybody's just, looking to get outside. And I am dying to play a round of golf. I got a new 4-iron. I got a new set of irons. I got so many new gadgets that we brought to you guys that were the Precision Pros and the shot scopes and all the new tees and all the new I got to show off all my head covers from our friends at Sunfish and Rose and Fire. There's so many things going on right now. I just can't, my bag from Vessel. I can't wait to play these things. I mean, I'm losing my mind. But look, again, I understand we got to do it. Some good dipping in some numbers. I mean, you hear different things in different channels, so you don't really know what's what. But it seems like things are kind of, we're hopefully at the peak of this thing. It'll start going down, and I'm hoping that golf courses are the first. They should be the first things that open up because you could still maintain the social distancing, help the economy a little bit, get some money out there, the public courses, the county money, and just go from there. So that I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to get out there.
Yeah, no doubt.
So one thing that happened, right? And there's Jeremy. You guys know Jeremy. We started bringing him on the camera with the show. He used to just be behind the glass, and now he's look at him. He's front and center. I'm sure he's on the screen right now. He's my guy, right? And Golficity, where things are moving and shaking, right? And they posted up that they're looking for some for some more people to kind of join the team because we're growing at a fast rate, and things are doing well. And they're looking for some new writers. And Jeremy said, I'll write a little bit. I can write. Let me see what's going on, right? So Jeremy goes, and now Jeremy's not only the producer of Inside the Leather, not only the Golficity, started as the intern. Now he's the producer of Inside the Leather. And now he's a writer on the staff at Golficity. So, Jeremy, I came across an article that I read on golficity.com, by the way. And it was titled Golf Courses Sues the Government. Okay? And when I saw who wrote it, and when I saw the picture attached to this article, I lost it. I lost it. This was Jeremy's first or second ever article that he wrote for Golficity, right?
Yep.
And it went live about 4 days ago. People, this article has 40,000, not 4,000, not 400, not 40,000 hits in 4 days. I mean, come on. Yep. My man, Jeremy, producer Deuce, as I call him, is now a writer, and he's cranking out articles that are getting 10,000 hits. So congratulations on that, by the way. That was a great article. I want everybody to go check it out. We'll let you get. Why don't you give everybody a little bit of an overview of what the article was about? It was very interesting. I like it. It's like a blog, right? So it's not like a not a 10-pager.
Yeah, nothing big.
You didn't write a report or a book report from college or something.
Right.
It's a quick read. You could easily bang it out while you're taking a seat on the throne. You're doing your business. Take a look at it. Right. But interesting story. So again, I'll let you tell everybody about it a little bit. Go ahead.
So the New York Times.
Don't give away the whole article, though. Give them a teaser. Let's rephrase that. Give them a teaser so that they go over to golficity.com and check it out. Go ahead.
Yeah. So pretty much the golf courses are closing all around the world right now. Some stay open, some don't. But in the tri-state area where we are at, most of the golf courses are closing. I think New York just closed their courses yesterday indefinitely. But a course in Pennsylvania is taking matters into their own hands against the government, and that's all. The article highlights the New York Times article, so if you go, you'll see the whole article there. But I'm taking a snippet out of it, and yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Nobody wants to go to the New York Times and read an entire article. It's too much. You just read Jeremy, producer Jeremy's article on golfincity.com, and you're going to get all the highlights of it. It was a great read. It really was. And I love the fact that the golf courses got together. It was one course, right? It was just one course that just said we're suing the government because
Right.
this is BS.
One course. And, I don't want to say that I disagree because, public courses right now is when they make money. And imagine how much money they would be making right now, especially in the green. Yeah. The
few courses there was a few courses in New York that were open as, up to like 2 days ago.
Right.
You couldn't get a tee time for a week. Like they were slammed because everybody wants to get out. But no, I don't disagree with it either. It's almost like, look, I mean, we got all this data, we got all these rankings that the golf is one of the safest things to do when considering social distancing. So there's no reason they shouldn't be open. Let's just do it. I can't wait for them to be open, but I think it needs to happen sooner than later. And again, check out Jeremy's article. We're going to be doing this back and forth. Jeremy's going to be writing. We're going to be talking about some articles. We're going to be highlighting stuff back and forth. So make sure you check it out. Follow, subscribe. I know you can do it on Facebook too. It's on Facebook. It's on golficity.com. Wherever. You'll find it. You'll find it. Check it out. Show our boy a little bit of love. And all right, so moving on. Let's talk about well, first, let's do a little quick word from Pro Staff. All right, these are our friends from Pro Staff. Have you ever felt so sore you couldn't get out to play a round of golf that you desperately wanted to? Have you been unable to finish playing a round of golf? I mean, I wish. I wish I was in pain right now after playing a round of golf and needed to go see our friends over at Pro Staff. But if you've answered yes to any of these questions, then you may have to go see the guys over at Pro Staff Physical Therapy. They have the latest state-of-the-art equipment and specialize in sports orthopedics. They have 9 locations located throughout northern New Jersey and accept all major commercial insurances. Visit them at prostaffpt.com. Check them out. My buddy Mike over there doing big things with Pro Staff. Opening up all over the place. They really are great. They helped me out a lot when I had a little shoulder injury. Brought me back, actually. Thought it was my back, thought it was my shoulder. Everything was kind of messed up, and it turned out that it was actually my neck. So check them out. So next, talk about one thing that since when I joined Golficity in January of 2020. So we're only people. We're only like not even 3 months into this thing. Like not for nothing. Like we're like 3 months in, and I love it. We're doing great. I appreciate all the love and support. And, 3 months in, there were a lot of things that we talked about when we both, Jeremy as well, when we both kind of got with Golficity, got under the umbrella on the team, was that they were getting a custom simulator built in HQ. And I when I heard this, I went nuts. I was so excited. Just that forget about the content that we're going to be able to do, the reviews that we're going to be able to do with having a full-blown custom simulator right there at the studio, the challenges, the competition. It's going to be awesome. Right. But obviously it's on hold. It was like the target was to have it, I think, by this week, right? We wanted to watch the Masters, right? We wanted to watch the Masters. The Masters watch party was supposed to be watching it on the simulator screen, and we were going to bring in some live content with that. We were going to go live to get some reactions. So I'm bummed. But let me say, Rick Shields, who, huge fan of Rick Shields. He's check him out if you haven't, which I'd be shocked if you're watching my show and don't know the number one golf podcaster person, YouTuber in the game is Rick Shields. He's over on the other side. But great guy. He actually posted a video just recently. Have you seen this one, Jeremy?
No.
Where he actually created a simulator in his garage, like full blown. He showed how he did it. He showed what he bought, the stuff. The price was, he ended up. Don't get me wrong. He had a couple of the things already that would be needed. So the price was a little bit off because if you're doing it from scratch, if you're just a normal golfer, you don't have some of the things that he had already, laying around the house. But what a great job he did. I mean, it looks awesome. It looks so professional. He carpeted with the turf, the entire garage. He's got the whole thing set up with the computers. He has a little stand area with all his display of all his shoes and sponsored by everybody and their mother. But great guy, great podcast. Check him out.
He did it himself? He did it himself.
Yes. No, he did the whole thing. He built it himself. It took him like 7 days. He was doing it at night because he's got children as well.
Yeah. That's impressive.
So he was, it was pretty cool. I think it took him 7 nights to do or something like that, if I recall correctly.
Right.
But shout out to him because it just got me thinking. I got the net in the backyard. Some of you probably have seen our videos where I'm shooting into recycling bins. I got the net in the backyard, and I'm trying to maintain. I'm trying to keep playing, right? But it's tough. It's tough. It really is. So I've been in the market for these launch monitors. I've been watching our other friend, another YouTuber, Mr. Short Game. He's a good friend of mine. I love him very much. He's great content. I love his whole demeanor. I love everything about his channel and the way he teaches golf. He does a great job. He's done a lot of comparison videos where he's tested them out, compared them side by side. He's had a real expensive one next to the more inexpensive ones, and comparing the numbers and the data that you're getting from them. So that was pretty interesting. But one thing I did say is that I want a full blown simulator in my next house. Yeah. Okay, I'm in the process right now of looking. We're maybe like a year away from moving into a new house, and one thing that I'm gonna have as a must-have for me. My wife's gonna have her list. I'm gonna have my list. I want 10-foot ceilings in the basement. I want high ceilings in the basement because I want to install my own full-blown simulator. I mean, I got 2 young kids. Like, I want to bring them up in the game of golf. I want my son and my daughter to be playing golf. With me, it's a reason for the family to get to the country club, honey, go sit by the pool, do your thing. We're gonna go play 18 holes with my son and my daughter. It's a goal of mine that I've had for even before I even had kids. I couldn't wait to do that with my children. Now that I have the children, all I need is the country club membership. We're working on that, but I want to be able to practice in the winter. And simulator in the basement is the goal. Okay, so now. Obviously, I don't have that now. You could see my ceilings right now. I don't have room in here to swing a club, although I do have the putt out mat down, and I'm putting out like a lunatic. The putting and chipping is definitely working at the moment. Hopefully it translates to the course, but then again, I'll probably have lost my irons, and my driver might be going all over the place. But we'll work it out. But what I do, and I'm upset because one of the videos from Mr. Short Game he did was with what's the company? PRGR. Okay. Yeah. And it was part of his bracket, YouTuber bracket thing that he did, and it was one of the sponsors of it. And listen, this device is great. It collects swing speed, it collects spin, it collects carry distance, total distance. This is just off the top of my head. Smash factor. You plug in what club you're using, and it shows you, right. It's under $200, people. So check him out. Go to Mr. Short Game. Find that video. Click on because you get a coupon code if you do it through his site. So it's even cheaper. I think it's like $190 or something like that. But I almost pulled the trigger. I think I even had it in the cart, and then I don't know, something happened. Either I got a phone call or something distracted me. My son was hanging from the chandelier. I don't know. Something happened that I didn't actually hit purchase. Sometimes it's they don't have the PayPal, and I like buying all my purchases through PayPal just to kind of give me a little added another level of safety. So and maybe they didn't have a PayPal, and I didn't feel like getting my fat ass off the couch and going to get my wallet with a credit card. But whatever the reason was, I didn't do it. And then the next day, I was like, well, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. I started looking at some other ones, some of the other ones that are out there. The Swing Caddy, the C300, something like that. The C300 is the new one.
SC300,
SC300 from Swing Caddy, the Rapsodo, the Flight Scope Mevo. I think the boys Frank and Mike over at Golficity, they did some work with those guys over with the Flight Scope. They're all about a $500 price point. Okay. So now I'm undecisive. Look, the 200 is great, and one cool thing, especially for you, Jeremy, because I know you're a baseball player, right. The PRGR unit doesn't require you to hit the ball. So if you don't have a space to hit the ball, you could just swing your club in front of it, and it'll tell you swing speed. Really? So that's actually cool. Yeah. So we'll do some drills from our coach, our friend Ronnie DeBartolo over there, over out there in California. Yeah. You could do some swing speed kind of like drills and actually, see your improvements, which is cool. The other ones don't have that. The other ones require you to hit a ball. It's all the Doppler radar. But the Swing Caddy, one thing that I liked about them, and this is kind of where this is where I'm struggling with the whole purchase, is it actually, the Swing Caddy, yes, it's more than double the price. It's about $4 and change, $4.99 probably, something like that. But it stores your data. It has an app for your phone or for your iPad or whatever, and you could see, you see the shots. You just see the apex of it, which is another thing that these things track, is the apex of your shots. But it stores it. I think that feature means a lot to me, because I'd like to be able to say, am I improving my swing speed, which I can see, right, but my distance, and I would like to be able to just go outside, crank a few balls into the net, come inside, and look at my data. Whereas the other ones, you got to it's swing for swing. Yeah. So I think, again, this is just off the top of my head. I'm not getting anything from any of these people. And, I don't mind buying it. I have no problem buying golf equipment, because we're not spending a lot. I'm not spending nearly anything on anything food at the moment. So check out all those companies, and let me know what you think. If you have any comments below what you wanted. But I got to say, one thing blew my mind just last night when I was looking at this.
Okay.
If I asked you, Jeremy, how much do you think a TrackMan was? I'll tell you what I thought the price was, and then how much do you think a TrackMan is? Like the one the pros use, like the ones that are in Club Champion, all like the high end places.
Yeah. So actually, Parker, the guy who did our ball fitting over there at a PGA Superstore, East Hanover, he said the one that they had there, the value of that one was close to $40,000, and you can take it inside and outside.
Okay, so maybe that's so yes, I was gonna say 35,000 was what I've always heard. I didn't know, maybe it's a rumor, maybe that's just what people say, but I just popped into TrackMan, to the website, just to take a look. The TrackMan 4, and again, now I got to do some research. I mean, I don't know if they would go from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 and not keep the features of the previous gens, but TrackMan 4, $18,995.
No way. That cheap?
That's half off. I'm like, what? Could you imagine? 18. Now, if again, I don't know, if this is a version that can't be transported outside, then that would make sense to me as to why it's priced at that. Or but maybe still, that's a Corona kind of quarantine kind of special price. I don't know. But all I know is TrackMan 4, $18,995.
That, you know what? You said you're going to be in this house for about a year. Let's give your wife a call now. We call Philly Booking. Let's call. Let's see if your wife will go for it.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it. I'm going to call my wife right now. But what I'm going to tell her is I'm going to tell her that someone from TrackMan reached out to Inside the Leather, and they're giving me a deal. Let me see. Hello? Hey, babe. Yes. Hey, I got a question. You're by the way, you're live right now on the podcast, okay? Oh, no. Yeah, real quick. So, listen, TrackMan, okay, which is, I know you don't know what that means, but they're the number one like simulator, like launch monitors in the game, right? All the pros have them, right? So they're typically $35,000 to $40,000. That's insane, right? That's like a car. It is a car. It's a really nice car, right? Yeah. Well, a guy from TrackMan reached out to Inside the Leather, and he's willing to give it to me for $18,995. What do you say? Come on, babe. You're kidding, right? No. Yes or no? What do you think? This is a joke, right? But let's say that it is or it isn't. I don't know. Can I do it? That's like 30. That's half off. So where are you gonna put it? I'll put it in the backyard. Come on. This will be like my birthday gift for 5 years and Christmas. We can finance it too. No. That's a hard no. Is that a hard no?
I'll go half. 50-50. We'll go half.
Jeremy said he'll pay half. Yeah. All right, babe. Listen, you're the boss, so whatever you say goes. I just thought that, it was a great gesture from them, reaching out to the channel. They're friends of the program, Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm going to tell him, though. My wife said I can't.
Okay, bye.
All right. Goodbye. That didn't go. That didn't go. That didn't go the way I wanted it to. But it did go how I expected it to go. That's for sure. $18,995 is still a tremendously steep price and something that a 13, 14 handicap she does not need. I could easily go by. Well, now that she thinks that, I could probably juice it up to the $500 swing caddy SC300 without her blinking an eye. Say, bang, I didn't go with the $18,000, $19,000 one, but I got the $500 one. So anyway, yeah, that was fun. But they're great. I mean, the putt out is doing great things. People are playing putting a lot at home. I saw a friend of mine. He actually had the Mevo. I was a little jealous. I called him up, my buddy Anthony DiBattia. Well, I should say my brother's friend Anthony, because I don't want my brother to think that whatever. My brother's friend Anthony, right? My buddy Anthony DiBattia. He turns around and he posts a picture today in his garage. He's got the mat on the floor. He's got the net in front of his tool workbench type of thing, and he had a little launch monitor set up on the floor. I gotta reach out to him. I gotta see what he has and if he likes it. But anyway, check those out. They're great to have, because really distance is what it's all about. I mean, you need to know what your club can do. There's different ways to hit your 7-iron. You could take loft off. You could add loft. You could, swing back of your stance, front of your stance, hit a low shot, hit a high shot. And being able to know, okay, got my alignment rod down, right? Center of my stance with a full smooth swing. My 7-iron goes 162 carry.
Right.
Okay, 159 carry. Knowing that number is huge. I put it back in my stance, right? De-loft the club a little bit, give it a little 75-yard low liner shot. It goes 145 carry. Whatever. It's just knowing the difference, because not only do most people say, okay, for me, let's just use for me, for example. My 8-iron goes 150, my 7-iron goes 160, my 6-iron goes 170. It's a 10-yard gap, and I know that. That's on a full swing in the center. If I had one of these launch monitors in my backyard and I'm cranking into the net, and now I'm like, okay, I put it down, de-loft it, take a low shot, which is cool because they show you the apex so you could see, how low it went and whatnot, and you get the numbers. That's it. You know what? I'm doing it. I'm buying the swing caddy. I'm doing it tonight. I'm marking it down. I'm going to pay for express shipping because I don't want to wait. I want it now. I want it now. Normally, I would have just bought it immediately. But anyway, so that's pretty cool. So check those out. Let's see. What else we got? Oh, what do you think about, Jeremy, the major championships, right? We heard, sadly, the Open, out there, the British Open. I don't know why they changed the name to the Open a couple years ago, but whatever, the British Open. Canceled. Just done.
Yeah.
Just done. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I know they put out a release saying that it was the only decision to make. And I get it. Yes, totally. Be responsible. But why would you just completely can it at this point in time? It's April, the beginning of April, right? Let's wait till August.
At least
move it back to a date, and what I would have loved to happen. And one thing that bothers me is that I know some of them are starting. It's like August, right? The Masters jumped all the way back to November, which I think was brilliant because they're buying themselves the maximum amount of time to be able to have fans there. Yeah. The ones that rescheduled for August or early September, I don't have the dates in front of me, which I probably should have because I knew we were talking about this on the show. But whatever, right. I mean, this is like we're having a conversation. We're just hanging out, right? Yeah, chilling. How we doing on time, by the way?
Oh, we're fine.
I saw you look at the watch.
No, we're fine. I'm getting messages left and right.
Oh, you're getting messages. We got big things going on, which we're gonna touch about real quick. Right? We got a couple new products coming in. I'm excited. I'm all excited. So anyway, so listen. But yeah, I think the Masters did it right by pushing it all the way back to mid-November, right?
Yeah.
Of course, it's in Augusta. We all know the weather down there is okay in November. They had to move, right, the U.S. Open from New York.
Yeah.
Right? Then they moved that to where they moved it to,
The Pebble Beach. They moved to Pebble Beach.
Oh, they did? Okay. So there you go. Weather, obviously. But here's what I would have liked for them to do. I would have liked for them to have said, okay, October 15th to November 15th is the majors month. And literally do one after another. 4 weeks in a row, an Iron Man of Masters of championships. That would have been like that would have been the month that all of us would have loved to have been quarantined, because it would have been just Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So they did spread them out a little bit. I know that there's 2 back-to-back, right?
I don't know which ones. Yeah.
I don't know which ones either, but I know that there's two that are back-to-back.
Wait. It's common sense. It's the U.S. Open and the PGA Championship back-to-back, because there's no the Open anymore, right. And then Masters are pushed all the way back.
Right. But then they also got the Ryder Cup in there too, though.
Right, but
the Ryder Cup is like the week after one of those tournaments, so it might not be those 2. Might not be common sense there, Jeb. It might not be. I don't know. I don't know the answer.
We'll see.
It might not be. But hang on, let me sip my Seton Hall Prep coffee mug. All right, hang on. Speaking of coffee, we got so much stuff coming. Listen, let me tell you something. One good thing about me, I'm not off. I am working very, very hard every single day. My wife's working every single day. Neither of our jobs, thankfully, have we're both kind of actually working more. We're both working from home without any daycare, without any help. My son's not in school, and so things are tough. But Jeremy, on the other hand, producer Deuce has been out there scouring all types of things, pulling in all types of deals we got going on. We got a lot of cool things coming down the pike. But again, getting back to the Masters, I'm so happy that there's going to be a Masters champion this year. Happy that Tiger hopefully has put in the jacket on himself. I could say that now because I'm a Tiger fan. But if he's gonna put it on anybody, I hope it's my man Patrick Reed. All the people that hate him out there, it's my guy. I love him. The more hate he gets, the more love I have for him.
Well, Patrick,
or my man Gary Woodland, or my man Pat Perez. Those are my guys. Those are the guys that I root for on a regular basis.
Well, last year Patrick Reed put the jacket on Tiger.
No, that's It would be nice if it was just a. And I saw, and I'm actually mad because I tried to go back and find it. By the way, there's an app called Pocket. Check this out. I was always the person who would I would see an article, or someone would send me something, or I would a product I wanted to buy, but I wasn't ready to make the purchase. Or like a perfect example, like you're on Instagram, right? You're scrolling through Instagram and you see an ad for something because it's all targeted. They know what you're searching for, so they know what. I searched for like a wallet, and the next thing I know, for the next 17 days, I got nothing but like 52 different wallets going through my Instagram feed. But I'll find one that I like, but don't have the time to go through the whole thing. And an app called Pocket. You download it. You actually put it where, you click on the little box with the arrow going up like you're going to share or whatever, and you hit Pocket, and it saves that page so you can go back to it another time. Articles, anything, anyway, whatever. Pocket, check it out. I like it, so I tell you about it.
This guy,
there was an article that said
free reads.
The new rivalry in golf, and it had a picture of Patrick Reed and Tiger. And I'm trying to find it again because I didn't put it in my Pocket app, which I'm pissed off about. Anyway, that's how I got off on a tangent. So, so I kind of wish that the British Open would have just said, let's push it back. I don't know what the weather is like there in October and November. I can't imagine it's good. Or maybe I'm sure they considered this, but it just would have been nice if they just pushed it back a couple of months.
Yeah.
Or a month. Or just waited a little bit longer to make the decision that they made, because it sucks that there's not going to be one. But for me, really, as long as there's a Masters, that's the only one that I really, that I would be hurt the most if it was canceled.
Yeah, it's not like
anyway.
We want the Open, we want every major to happen, but we understand why it's not happening.
100%.
In baseball, there's going to be no American League or National League anymore. It's going to be a Grapefruit League, how it is in spring training, and there's going to be a Cactus League for anybody playing in Arizona. So there's a lot of things that are going to happen once we come out of the pandemic that we're not used to seeing.
Wait, that's a news flash. Wait, what are you hearing now?
So
say that part again about baseball. What are they saying?
So I saw this the other day. I don't know if it's true, if it's going to happen or not, but there's options a way in that. So there's less travel up and down the coast and, flying cross country for stuff. During spring training, there's the Grapefruit League, which is in Florida, and then there's the Cactus League, which is in Arizona. So they're going to just keep those leagues. Right. They're going to keep those leagues the same, so there's no flying across the country. You're just taking a bus and going to play like a town over or something like that. And they're going to stay in the minor. Yeah, they're going to stay in the spring training sites.
No, they're not going to have fans there anyway, probably. So it doesn't. Yeah. Well, that's all right. Look, any sports right now, is much needed. Is much needed to help
100%.
start getting people back to it, even if they're playing without fans. I know there's risks involved right now still, so we're gonna wait and feel it out. But yeah, that's so like I said, so that's really it. That's all we got for you today. We hit on everything that we wanted to. We do have some product stuff coming out that we're gonna be doing. We got some things brewing with a couple of really, really cool companies that we highlighted in my What's in the Bag.
You have one right now that you can talk about? There's one right now?
Yeah, we're well, I don't want to jinx anything, but there's something with a head cover company, friends of ours over there at Sunfish. Shout them out. Those guys are I gotta say the customer service is great. We got a video, a little 1-minute job that we're posting. I think probably tonight.
It's out already.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
all right, good. Look at that. I don't even know what's going on. Producer Jeremy doing things behind the scenes. He's doing it behind the scenes. But no, so check that out. Well, of course it's out already because this episode is not going to come out for another week. So that was, oh my God, I'm losing my mind. Not being an HQ has got me all mixed up on what's
got
going
everybody
on.
messed
I don't
up.
usually talk about current events,
right?
I don't usually talk about what's going on because usually by the time my episode's air, it's not going on anymore.
Right,
But this is different because we know we're going to be quarantined in 6 days. So anyway, but yeah, so check it out. Check out the video. Sunfish. It's a great company. Customize your own head covers. We're gonna check out in the link here in the bottom, the description of this video. There'll be a coupon code for you guys, an affiliate coupon code. So check that out and show them some love. We're working on a little collection possibly. There's gonna be some cool things coming in the pipe with Sunfish, and there are a number of other companies that we're talking to right now. So if you're a company and you see this and you want to get involved with this nonsense, let us know. Hit the DM. Talk to producer Jeremy. We'll work things out. But listen, everybody, it's been great. Par 5. We don't really have anything.
Wait, I have something. I have some. This is I have something.
Right, what do you got?
I have 2 par 5s. I want something to ask you.
All right. Well, I was gonna just do the read and then end the episode, but let me do the read real fast for our friends that always present us par 5, and then you hit me with what are they? You got me ranking something? A question? What do you just give me a little?
You'll see. You'll see.
All right. We'll do it live. We're doing it live.
We'll do it live.
So as always, par 5 is brought to you by our friends over at AIM Health, the Spine and Regenerative Medicine Institute. Back pain gets you out of the game. Knees won't let you get up those stairs. Elbow pain killing your golf swing. Fear no more. Relief is around the corner. Dr. David Perner is a stranger to human performance, a former All-American football player and national-level Olympic weightlifter. Dr. Perna has been serving in the prestigious orthopedic department at Mount Sinai. He is now serving the greater New Jersey area at AIM Health. We offer the most advanced non-surgical treatments for spine pain relief, sports rehab, and body regeneration. Book your consultation now and get back in the game. Call us at 973-251-2189 or visit us at drdavidperna.com. Check him out. Great guy, one of my oldest and dearest friends. Actually, we actually met in the sandbox. No bullshit. Pre-3, me and Dave, we hung out in the play-by. We were getting yelled at in the sandbox. We were making a mess, and we ended up being best friends since. So that's my buddy. So check him out, Dr. David Perna. He went to become a doctor, and I'm here doing a golf podcast. Woo! Anyway, yeah, hit me with what you got. Let's go. Par 5 brought to you by AIM Health. What do you got?
All right, so there's two par 5s I want to know. What is... And I want you to, name you're going to name 10 things, but rank them 1 through 5. Just give me both. I want to know your top 5 toilet papers and your top 5 wet wipes.
Wet wipes and toilet paper. It's the same thing. What are we talking about?
Wet wipes and toilet paper are the same thing?
Well, yeah, they both do the same job.
All right, then give me your top 5 of that. Between wet wipes. Okay, go.
Simple. All right. You're saying this because of my what's in the bag. At the end, I said the last thing that you can't forget to keep in the bag is the wet wipes. Yeah, I know where you got the. I planted the seed in your head with the what's in the bag. I know I did. But look, honestly, though, for me, kind of a gross question, Jeremy. All right. So anyway, but we're going to answer it because that's what we do here. So if you ever have any questions for me that you want me to answer during a podcast, feel free to ship them in to producer Jeremy or to the Inside the Leather, Instagram, Facebook, wherever. We'll get them and we'll put them out for you. Wet wipes. I've been on the wet wipe train for about 15 years now, and I don't know how the entire world isn't on this system. Let me give you an example, Jeremy.
Go ahead.
If you're out playing golf, right?
Right.
And you got to go, you're out, let's just say, for example, you shank your drive into the woods, right?
Okay.
And you're in the woods, which I know it doesn't happen often because you're great and all that. You're out there and you're looking for your ball. And you trip on a stump, right? You trip on a stump. And you fall down. What's the first thing everybody does when they fall? They put their hands down to brace themselves, right? To brace the fall. Let's just say your hand goes into some shit. All right, dog shit, deer shit, any kind of shit, wolf shit, doesn't matter the type of shit, but your hand goes into shit. What are you going to do? Are you going to just go take a towel and wipe your hand?
No.
No, that's gross. What are you going to do? You're going to pull out your grooving brush.
Probably.
Right? You're going to squirt some water on your thing, on your hand, and you're going to wipe it off when it's wet, because that's how you clean your hands when you get them dirty.
Yeah.
Why is the ass any different? Let's be honest, people.
True.
Wet wipes are the only way to be clean. Okay, so with that being said, my top 5, and again, I've tried them all. I'm a product guy, people. I try everything. We got a couple of them out there in the game. You got your Charmin Fresh Mates, okay? Charmin Fresh Mates, the ones with the little bears, the little Charmin bears with the fresh
baby wipes.
Okay?
Yep.
You got your Cottonelle, okay? You got your Dude Wipes, another big one on the scene. They were on Shark Tank.
Yep.
They're huge out there in the game. The Dude Wipes, okay. Then you got the One Wipe Charlies. I believe that's the Dollar Shave Club. I believe that's the brand from Dollar Shave Club, right? So that's three. And then there's another one that I'm going to talk. So ranking them, okay, right? Cottonelle, basically, do me a favor. They're in the supermarkets. They're everywhere, okay? They got the shelf space. That's another whole racket, depending on how much they pay to get the shelf space in all the different stores. Take Cottonelle and take them behind the barn and shoot them, like my man Kevin O'Leary says on Shark Tank. They're garbage, okay? They burn. There's too much alcohol in them. No good. Cottonelle, out the door. They're garbage. Then you got the One Wipe Charlies. They have like a peppermint or something. They smell fantastic. But them too, a little bit of the alcohol, a little bit. You can't use. That's all I use. Some people use the wet wipe and then they dry. You don't have to dry because if you clean your underwear, dry it, whatever. But the One Wipe Charlies are just that. They're good for one wipes and they smell really good. So check them out. If you're a combo kind of guy, One Wipe Charlies are for you. Cottonelle, throw it away. Garbage. Then you got the Dude Wipes. Dude Wipes, they're fantastic. Quality's very good. What I don't like about the Dude Wipes is they're gigantic. They're huge. They're so big. It's unnecessarily big. That's the one downside about them. Otherwise, they're very good. They're durable. They're nice. All right? They do what they got to do. They smell good too. But the Dude Wipes are probably third. Dude Wipes are ranking third. Second for me is CVS. Okay, CVS brand flushable wipes. They're in a yellow container. They got the little flip top, not a container, the yellow bag. They got a little girl. I think they're intended to be for children, but they're flushable. They're perfect. They're not big. They're nice and soft. They do what they got to do, and they're nice. They're the number 2, but hands down, it's not even a game. This is Michael Jordan versus everybody else in the world. A1, Jack, Tiger. These are the types of Charmin Fresh Mates. Hands down, not even close. Best in the game. And if you disagree with me, try to disagree with me on the Charmin wet wipes. It's not possible. Charmin Fresh Mates, lock them down and book it.
That's impressive that you can rank literally anything.
I'll rank.
I thought I threw you a curveball. There.
No, not possible. Gum. You want to do gum?
No.
Do gum. Let's do cereal. Let's do cereal real quick. How about that? Let's do cereal. Last one real quick, and then we're done. Cereal. Okay? Easy. O's. Quaker. I don't think Quaker owns them anymore. I think they were bought out by Post, but whatever. O's. Check them out. They used to be Quaker O's. It's just OH''S. O's. Oat. Little honey thing. A little. They're crunchy. They stay crunchy in milk, and they're solid. O's. Number 5. Number 4. Honey Nut Chex. Not Honey Nut Cheerios, but Honey Nut Chex. They're sweet. They're nice and healthy for you. They're not bad at all. And they stay crunchy in milk. The little Chex, I don't like Chex Mix. I don't like mixing it. But the Honey Nut Chex solid number 4. Now, I've always been a Count Chocula guy. You know, like I love Count Chocula. You know, the chocolate with the big marshmallows, right? They only come out during Halloween, right? They don't come out. They're not out there all the time on the shelves anymore, right? So I had to switch. I had to make a move. Lucky Charms, great cereal, right? Don't get me wrong, great cereal. But they came out with Lucky Charms chocolate.
Okay.
So it's like the Count Chocula with the little marshmallows, right?
Okay.
The little so Lucky Charms chocolate, solid. For me, number 2 coming in is that 2? Is that 2? We said O's, we said Honey Nut Checks, we said chocolate. Yeah, chocolate. Lucky Charms. Number 2, okay. Actually, the ranking's probably off, but anyway, the next one is Pops. Huge fan of Pops. Corn Pops. They don't stay good in milk, though. You got to eat them.
Yeah, you get fast. Yeah, it's like steak.
Fast. You got to eat fast. And so Pops is on the list for me for 5. And then number 1, I mean, it's not the one that I'm always going to buy because, again, I'm a product guy. I like trying new things, but there's always a box of Frosted Flakes in my house. It just reminds me of my childhood. Every time I put that in, they're Tony the Tiger. They're great.
Right.
That's it. Tony the Tiger. The commercials were phenomenal. The marketing campaign from back in the 80s and 90s was just awesome. I put strawberries in them, bananas in them. They're very versatile. I'm a cereal guy. Okay, it's got to be 2% milk. Got to be 2% milk. Don't give me this non-fat nonsense. It's not milk. Give me 2% or whole milk's a little too much. You got to chew it. But 2% milk, ice cold milk, bowl of Frosted Flakes, and I don't even like them for breakfast. I don't like them for breakfast. I don't eat cereal in the morning. I'm a protein shake by itself. I don't like to eat a big breakfast, right? I'm a cereal at night fanatic.
Snack type of thing?
Snack. You know how you have your dessert? You have your dessert time. Your family gets at the table and you eat dessert as a family, right? We were playing Call of Duty one night. He goes, I'll be back in 20 minutes. I got to go have dessert. Why does he have to go have dessert? Like it was like he was going to have lunch or dinner with his family. Weird. But anyway, for me at night, I'd rather have a bowl of cereal, fill it up, eat it, and then when there's milk left, throw a little bit more cereal in there to get to finish it off. But I would rather it over ice cream. Like to me, cereal. I mean, it's probably more sugar than some ice cream, but there. So anyway, cereal and wet wipes. That's the par 5 for you today. All right.
Okay.
You got anything else, Jeremy? This has got to be like a 72-minute episode.
That's it. Just a big thing. We're gonna get a lot of products out there pretty soon, promotional stuff. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, so check it out. We're gonna be doing some giveaways. We're gonna be doing a lot of stuff now that we're getting used to this working from home type of thing. So keep us in there and keep checking in and tuning in. Subscribe, share it, help us out. Let's get the word out there. Let's get it out there. So stay tuned. We got a lot of cool stuff coming for you guys down the pike. And that's it. As always, do me a huge favor and keep it inside the leather. We're done. Okay, I said I'll be up in 10 minutes 4 minutes ago, so that means I'll be up in 6. Put it at the back of that video. I'll be right up, John.
Hey,